We are doing this video from the Monaco Yacht Show. Like I said, first story on this episode is about a yacht sale, or a potential yacht sale. So we'll get straight into it. We're talking about motor yacht Luminosity now. You all know Luminosity if you watch regularly. This is the vessel that's in Montenegro, the one that we've shown footage of not looking in the best condition because it's basically been neglected for 3 years. Owned by Andrei Guriev, although his lawyers say he doesn't own it. The vessel was purchased by Mr. Guriev, who was on board for the sea trial. That was the only time he stepped on board, apparently. The vessel was delivered to Montenegro, and then a week later he was placed on the sanctions list, and the vessel's been there ever since. It now, there's money owed on the vessel. It's insignificant amount in comparison to the amount the vessel's worth, if you know what I mean. The reason why we're talking about it is because we believe that the vessel might have been sold. Now, in a previous video, we broke the news that a Turkish businessman had made an offer on the vessel of $75 million, or it might have been euros. I don't remember the currency right now, but an offer was made for $75 million. The vessel was up for sale on bluewateryachting.com website for 135 million euros. Mr. Guriev paid in excess, what we believe it was in excess of 200 million euros. The original price of the vessel was over 200 million euros. I believe it was 260 million euros. That is a massive drop. Now, because of the condition of the vessel, like I said, it's been effectively abandoned in Montenegro. It's had a skeleton crew on board of 4 or 5 people who've been constantly rotating out because payment has been an issue. So a lot of these crews would be there for 6 months without getting any pay, so they would leave, bring someone else in, but there's only 4 or 5 people when there should be like 35 people on board. So that's hence the condition of the vessel is in. Now, the reason why we're talking about it is because, like I said, in a previous episode, we said that an offer had been made on the yacht of 75 million. Since August, third week in August is the last time we can see that the yacht was advertised on the Blue Water Yachting website. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's been sold. There could be other reasons for that, but it's been there the entire time it's been for sale. The owner was getting a license to sell the vessel because of the sanctions. He needed a special license in order to sell it. He had one, it expired, it didn't sell. He was applying for another one. That was the last we heard, and now the vessel's been unlisted from that website. So that offer of 75 million may have been accepted. Now, because of the condition of the vessel, I would have snapped his hand off. You know, if it offers 75 million, even though it was up for sale for 135, because it's going to probably need millions. Well, it's good for sure. It's going to need millions spent on it. I was going to throw out a number there, but I'm not going to. The person that we believe made that offer is Mr. Yildirim from the Yildirim Group in Turkey, like a Turkish businessman. Not many Turkish businessmen in a position to buy a yacht in those circumstances, right? He already owns 2. He owns Axioma, he owns Alfa Nero, which are both here in Monaco or out at anchor, and they're both for sale. The good thing about buying Luminosity as opposed to Alfa Nero, which is, you know, all of these lawsuits going on right now over Alfa Nero because Andrei Guriev's daughter claims she owns it, and she's got lawyers trying to chase down the Yildirim Group, and actually had the Russian court seize some of his a company of his in Russia. The difference between that yacht and this yacht is that in the potentially the sale of this yacht, he would be buying it from the owner who's selling it under license, right? So there's far less likely to be any sort of lawsuit if he buys this vessel. What's interesting is that while there's a lawsuit going on over Alfa Nero with the Gurievs under the guise of his daughter owning the vessel, he's potentially, because like I said, it's an unnamed Turkish businessman, so it might be somebody else, but potentially he's made an offer to buy Luminosity whilst this lawsuit's going on the other vessel, and it's the same people involved, which is kind of weird in itself, right? Apart from the fact that the engines probably haven't been turned over for 3 years, has 36 tons of batteries. According to Boats International, this is the largest battery pack of any yacht afloat at the time of the build in 2022. The vessel was delivered. If you're in Montenegro, if you're on another boat, You probably know about this vessel already. Have a look out. If it suddenly starts to get all busy with lots of crew around it, because remember it's got like 3 or 4 or 5 skeleton crew on board right now. If you start seeing all of a sudden lots of people shoring up lines and working on deck and cleaning and stuff like that, please let us know, because that's a sign the vessel's being crewed up, and it's a sign that the vessel's about to move, and most likely it's being sold, right? Hi, thanks very much for watching this video. If you want to see the full news videos, click on the link over here. And if you'd like to find the channels, you can find the links below here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.